So we're on to our next part of passé composé. What verb have we been finding out that we always use to make passé composé, to talk in the past tense? Verb avoir, right? Every time we need a form of avoir and the past of the verb. Well, today we're going to find out that there's sometimes verbs that use être instead of avoir. Today, we're just going to do one of those verbs to start getting the idea of what to do, and that verb's going to be aller. So aller, instead of using avoir, we're going to use a form of être, and then just like we do with our other ones, we're going to take off the E and put the accent to make the passive aller. But notice what I did here, masculine and feminine. We've never had to worry about that before with avoir, but we're going to here. So let's look at the forms of aller in passé composé in the masculine. Je suis allé. Tu es allé. Il est allé. Nous sommes allés. Vous êtes allés. Ils sont allés. What do you notice? Not all the allés are the same. So far, when we've been doing passé composé with all the verbs with avoir, the past form of the verb over here didn't change, right? Just the form of avoir. Well, now we have all the forms of être, but just like we do with adjectives, when we say petit and grand, we have to make them masculine, feminine, plural. We're going to do the same thing with aller. So nous is plural, right? It's we, so we had to make aller plural. Il is plural, you had to make aller plural. Vous, remember, could be just one person masculine that we're talking to, so it might not have anything. It could be a group plural, like when I'm talking to the whole class, so it could have the S. But then we have all the feminine forms. Je suis allé. If I'm the one going and I say I went to the store, je suis allé au supermarché, I put the extra E because I'm a girl. Versus a boy is going to say je suis allé without the E. Now, obviously, if you're talking out loud, you don't hear any difference in pronunciation, so this is just something that's important for writing. Tu es allé, if you're talking to a girl, extra E. Elle est allée, she went. The girl, so an E, versus he went, il est allé, no E. Nous sommes allés, we're a group of all girls that went somewhere. We need the E and the S, feminine and plural. Vous êtes allés. We're just talking to one person that's a girl, just the E. A whole group that's all girls, E and S. And then elles sont allées, a whole group of girls, they went somewhere, feminine, plural, E, S. So really, the only new thing here is finding out that this exists. You already know what to do. You know the forms of être, hopefully. And you know this idea of making things masculine, feminine, plural. You've already done that with other things, right? Like adjectives. So now you're just going to apply it to this. So what's the difference when we use être? You have to make this agreement, masculine, feminine, plural. Faire l'accord. And like I said, there's more verbs like this, but we want to start getting this idea first. And then our next thing is going to be to practice that whole chunk that just uses être. Then we're going to start mixing them together. So we still have to know all the ones with avoir, and we're going to have to mix and match them and figure out when to use each one.